I think we're making our way to the doctors, and now someone else gets to play.
In the distance, you just kind of you hear a loud clunk as if there's been another hole in the wall, followed by some no more, no more, and there's that fades off as you leave.
Okay. Yeah. And you know what? It crosses Storm Chaser's mind. There's some ponies you just can't help. Anyway, let's try to find out the truth about this weed. So, anyway, and
so Ironheart,
Yeah.
why don't you roll me 3d8s? As you took quite a beating there.
What? 38?
Yes.
when I
sorry,
get up,
3d6s.
I will. My gosh, when I get up, I will slay your stallions. I pledge vengeance.
Oh, hey.
I mean,
Oh.
Storm Chaser's a stallion. You should start
That
with him.
Now that explains why there's such a strong gender imbalance in
Alright, so you
Equestria.
didn't hit 12, but you did get over 8.
Oh.
But once again,
Hey.
you get a choice of subtract 1 from a stat, take a new trait of D4. I reckon you should take a trait of D4 of I pledge vengeance.
Oh my god! Oh man, it's just. Oh man. Oh boy. That's what we get for splitting up the party.
That's what you get for picking a fight with an old man who you shot through the window of.
But that too.
So
Oh,
who
I
haven't
love
we
that
done
music,
anything
man.
with? Fernando
Yeah,
got a go. Doctor Who's got a small go. Cherries, what have you been up to?
What?
Just you've been out there watching that the whole time. As you're waiting, as they walk past you, you just slow clap.
Oh my god! And the music time with that is perfect. Oh man, I feel like we're just
Shooter, you there?
Judah, Jacob, Judah, and her. Oh god.
I know your mic is going up in the Skype, but I can't hear you.
Who's next? Who wants crystals? I mean, crystal meth. I mean, sorry.
Wait,
Weed.
what?
Shooter,
Sorry,
what have you
what's-
been doing this whole time?
Cherry,
Shooter?
cherry,
Shooter, you there?
Matt?
Yeah, I'm here.
cherry baby.
Yeah, what have you been doing
Shooter?
the whole time?
Shooter's here. Just paying attention.
Can he hear me or not?
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
So
you.
what
Well, I
have you
can
been
hear
doing
what
that
you
whole
just said.
time? Because so far you're the
Most-
only one who hasn't done anything.
Well, there was that bit at the start,
Yeah.
but mostly I was just enjoying the back and forth between. It was quite entertaining.
So the slow
You
clap
just
actually
need a
happened then.
lurker.
Yeah, I was just sort of, I was just laying on my bed listening along,
Yeah.
but you know,
Mhm.
just still enjoying.
Does anyone else want to do anything before we end this for the night? 'Cause I think we're at the 4-hour mark. Let's have a look.
Yeah, but you know, I said I got work tomorrow, so I can't really be up way too late.
So anything else?
There's, what
So
about
let's-
Fernando?
Let's have a brief recap of what happened. You've met all
Yeah.
the ponies. They all have their names. You've heard that both Sunflower and Duststorm are infertile. Deadwood can't get it up, and his wife left him for it. The whole domestic thing going on down here, and Heartbearer, the doctor, is not from here. You don't know much about the two church people. Sonotes introduced himself to Fernando when they were doing the talk and talk, and has the kids, the youngest kid besides the newborn, and the two elderly people who are just kind of the second head honchos of the town, right behind the Stewart church bell. They're the patrons of the town, like, what's her name, Granny Smith, sort of. Only more respected and less mocked. Slightly less. So that about sums up everything so far. Following people have not been talked to. Windrush, Dust Storm, Sow Notes, and Argent Dawn, sort of. You spoke to her with Bronze Dawn.
Well, Fernando's gonna have a word with Deadwood's wife, but
Anyone want
Can
to
we
do that?
have...
we're
Or
trying
is
to
that
get
just
the
a good recap to end it on for the night, you reckon?
yeah. That is good.
Can the
'Cause
doctor look at
Yeah.
fixing my ear?
Yeah, let's
And
do
checking out
real
that
fast.
weed.
It's
Every
recommended.
yeah.
The doctor can do it, but it's recommended that Dr. Hauser. Was it?
Sober up.
That too. It is recommended that if medical attention is given, if possible, a player should do it. Just because otherwise I will be rolling against myself.
Yes, I was referring to the medic,
Yep.
as it were.
Well, there's the doctor, and then there's the doctor. So you gotta be specific.
Doctor Who?
Yes.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Dr. Hauser, do you want to give him a checkup?
Sure.
Who's he checking out?
Let's go back here.
Wait, are we doing this tonight? Or
Yeah, this will be the last thing.
Okay, cool.
I reckon your medicine would be talk. And you can add any of your medical
Let's go.
equipment to it. At first, the cut on his ear was not really that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Also,
he
I'm
went
gonna
and fucked it up.
I'm gonna have to take a note to give the wife some fallout, because she took some fallout.
Man, I really worked you hard. And that sounded lewd. I'm sorry.
Shall we go?
Talking then?
I talked you so hard.
Yeah, I guess it's talking in my regard. I guess. Oh, physical.
It would be talk plus any of your medical traits.
Okay, so talking.
I practically have nothing.
So I guess it'd be a mix of acuity. So that'd be 7d6.
Just press the talk button and then add your medical things, which is the traits like your Healy magic.
Oh yeah, right. 1d6.
Healy magic, surgical knowledge, and
Wait 1 sec.
medical.
Would you just do a plus?
Oh, there are buttons that you can do this with. Like on your character sheet, you can just press the talking, and then it'll add for the traits that you type those in. Relationships, you don't have any with these people, and then MISC, which would be your belongings, which could be medical equipment, and the fact that you're in a actual doctor's office for once instead of out in the field. I reckon that'll give you an extra D10.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so so for traits, what should I put down? I'm guessing 1d6, I guess. Oh wait, no.
I think
1d6.
both of your medical things were 2d6 in total. One for surgery and
Yeah.
one for
Oh yeah,
healing magic.
2d6.
Yep.
Mm.
Then none for relationships, and I think 1d6
Oh,
and
I'd also
1d10
add the 1d10 because that's actually part of my medical prowess, I guess you could say.
for... Yep.
Plus 1d10. Submit. Okay, now relationships. I mean, I guess they're friends, so...
Yeah, but you don't have a relationship dice put into anything with them.
Oh, crap. Okay, fair enough. So just...
Yeah, I think Lucky's
nothing.
friends is a little too vague.
Mm.
I'm actually
And
thinking about changing that to any pony named Bob.
Jim Bob.
It's a common name. There's 3 of them in this town.
Jim... Seriously?
Sure.
So
Okay,
who's 3 is on the thing?
I don't see a 3.
Okay, shall we say one... What would we say was what for the equipment?
Equipment's
I'm a bit-
D6 if it's being used for what it's used for. So that would be...
Oh, yeah, and then...
And then the D10
One-
for being in an actual doctor's office as this happens. He's like,
Fair enough.
oh, let me try... Oh,
So-
okay, yeah, just go ahead, use my equipment, I'm just standing here.
Hmm. So 3d6 plus a d10.
And potentially, Lucky, you probably made the right choice. If a gun got involved, that could have ended up really bad. Because there is... With Fallout, the 8 and 12, all that stuff is just some damage to stats. 16 or higher is where you get the possibility of dying. And damage from guns does D10. Also, 20
Well-
is instant death. So if you roll 2 10s on those D10s, you just die. If you took Fallout
Okay,
damage,
well-
that is.
On the upside, I have 49. So...
That's a lot.
Nice.
Also, we can't hear you that well right now.
I'm sorry, the mic's probably a bit fucked.
So the first thing that you're encountered is... It used to just be a small cut in the ear, but it kind of just got ripped open, so half of his ear is dangling off.
Shit.
I mean, he pulled a sword on me. Who has a sword? It's such an inelegant weapon. The gun is the gentleman's weapon.
Actually, it's the other way around, funnily enough, but yeah, fair enough.
Crazy people think
Bye,
it's the
Matt.
other way around.
I'm not leaving yet.
Oh,
Okay,
Let's hope we
so...
can wrap up soon.
Yeah, we're just doing this last healing iron.
oh,
path.
soon. Yeah, right.
6 just went randomly onto my side of the screen. You don't want that back, do you?
I think I pressed it by accident. Okay. So, I'm gonna go with maybe a 6? Since...
Just moving these into...
Let's just go with 2 6s for the thing. Okay, let's go with 2 6s for that.
Yeah, so how do you fix the dangling ear? Like, it's not dangling, but like if you pull on it, you can completely lift it up. The lower half of it is no longer attached.
Oh god.
It's just the outside fleshy bit, it's fine.
Well, at least there's not. So what I do is I begin focusing my magic into it, and I try to, essentially, use a spell to reconstruct the ear, using wood as a catalyst. Let's go with that.
Makes perfect sense. So now, why don't you raise back into...
Yay.
Okay. 8.
Yeah, how are you doing that? Like, that's how you staunched the bleeding and fixed it up, but now what do you do to actually start healing it?
Okay, then I begin like wrapping bandages with like special healing medicine embedded with magic, wrapping the ear and the head because I gotta make sure it's fucking attached to it. And then I also administer painkillers so he doesn't move while I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah, sure, just use my opioids, thanks for asking. Heartbearer says.
Yes.
He definitely feels better, and it looks like he's no longer in horrible pain, so that's a good start. However, a combination of those painkillers kind of thinned his blood just a little, so the bandages are now completely drenched in blood.
Great.
You trying to kill me?
I think he is. Okay, then oh no, actually no, I don't want that. Bollocks, I might actually have to wait, no, I can do this. I forgot math is a thing.
It's one of those
Okay,
weird
so
things.
Really?
Yeah. So then basically I quickly replace the bandages with a new set of bandages as I give him something to thicken up his blood a little bit. Also, I administer some of the magical blood from the med kit.
It's actually just a portal to your own bloodstream. So I'm going to allow you to have that, but every time you use it, you are going to, lose a bit of blood yourself.
No, that's fine. I replenish it by drinking.
Drinking blood, got it. The person you transfuse
Oh,
becomes
So, a
drunk.
bad one.
Okay.
So yeah.
Go with that. I turn into a fucking bad pony at night and drink the blood of people.
So that's how you stop the bleeding, or just let it keep bleeding, but give him more blood. So
Yeah.
what do you do now? It's-
Alright, then
It looks
I'm
fine, but
going
who
to...
knows?
Okay, then I'm gonna wrap up the bandages as best as I can.
You can only use 2 dice.
Ah, crap. Okay.
The bleeding stops. You have successfully... You've healed it up, stopped the bleeding, and he feels pretty damn good right now.
He's
I
stoned,
pledge-
so yes, he
I
would be.
pledge vengeance. I pledge it.
I give him some extra Vicodin for the pain because I know he's probably like spitting out right now.
There will be 2 graves in the morning.
I mentioned earlier that Bronze Dawn said, "Hey, you're meant to be here to consecrate the graves and bless the babies, and there's plenty of graves." And there actually are a couple of people who died since the last time someone was here to bless the graves. Like, the steward did it, but it's you have the consecrated jar of dirt. So that's... You just sprinkle a bit of that on it, basically. But we'll do that next time. So, that was the session
Alright,
for the
neat.
night.
That
Yeah.
was absolute bollocks.
Good game.
There actually
Neat.
is one more person that you haven't technically met and hasn't talked to anyone, but I'm just going to put him on the board now. That is
Who dis?
Airtender, the bartender.
Ooh! Is it a he or a she?
It's a he. It's a Pegasus, and it has 1 wing.
Oh.
And if you get that reference, shame on you. Shame.
Rightio then. Same with me, I guess.
Oh.
Great story, though.
I feel no shame. I
Yeah,
only have vengeance.
that would be the drugs talk.
Figures for the mute function because I was talking about. I was making really bad jokes, and I just realized, thank goodness I was on mute because no one heard it.
Yeah, that's a
What did you say?
Oh, I don't know. I think I was like, oh, when he mentioned the one wing is like, oh, Scootaloo. No, she's got both wings. No, Nemo. No, Nemo's still got 2 fins. Like, I don't know.
So, before I end the stream, I have one important question. That is,
Soon.
Yeah,
how many of you were watching the stream?
I was.
I was.
Okay, so that's where the 2 viewers came from.
Hey!